you're the lamb in the mountains crying for help, you think that somebody's gonna come help you, but there's also wolves hiding in the shadows, ready to come eat you. Like, who are you to close off Earth? For legal reasons, if any kids are watching, this is oregano. Welcome back to the channel. Make sure you got your wine, your water, or your rolling tray, or whatever you need to tune in with me. I know I've been gone for a while. Don't get on me about that. I've been trying to get my life together. I can't pour into your cup until my cup is full. So I'm not gonna drag this out. I wanna dive straight into this because we have a lot to talk about today. A lot has been going on in the world. Like, are y'all okay? Raise your hand right now in the chat if you need a hug. Like, let me know. So first up on today's I Don't Miss News, who remembers my little Michaela video where I said that the AI influencers would be taking over the real jobs, taking from the humans? Why is this, why? The forever 19-year-old though. They literally have her doing all the beta and stuff that they can't get other artists to do without doing deep programming. If they don't have to program us anymore, then they don't need y'all. They don't need anybody. These are the new influencers. This is where it's at. It's easier this way. Now you're taking jobs and you're taking things away from people. Just a quick little refresh for the memory bank, because they love to Mandela effect us because nothing, you know, we can't even trust our own memories now. So I like to keep receipts of the things I said. So yeah, avatars are now getting their own modeling agency. Let's read this. Photogenics is opening an avatar division set to reimagine how models can monetize their careers beyond the physical world. In 1990, Linda Evangelista famously declared that she didn't get out of bed for less than 10K. Fast forward a couple of decades and she might not have even had to bother. Unlike us, our avatar never sleeps, never ages, unless you want it to. And it can be working on an exciting campaign on one side of the world while you're working in real life on another. Your avatar can retain your legacy, even long after you retire. You see how they sell this? You don't have to do the work. Let your avatar do the work. We'll take your entire likeness, your consciousness, everything that you pretty much have to offer, and we're gonna put it into this robot so that you don't have to do anything. Now, they have all of your likeness. They put it into this bot. Are you guys picking up what I'm putting down? Are we in that Miley Cyrus episode of Black Mirror? Like, are we, is it sinking in that that's the world that we live in yet? That Black Mirror is a documentary? Like, we literally, like, I feel like everybody's waiting for the future and we are in the future. Like, every day we wake up, we are further in the future. Like, duh, like, it's the, but your avatar can retain your legacy long after. Oh, I'm gone. No. Let me retain my legacy after I'm gone, because I'm gone. And you guys know that I was here. She came, she saw, she conquered. Why do I need to transfer over me to give y'all? No, thank you. So yeah, this is being sold as this is the model being basically cloned in some type of way to be able to get more jobs to do things. It sounds a lot like when Kevin Hart was on that interview and they asked him how is he able to travel around so fast and to do so many interviews, and he was just like, I have a clone, and then went on, like, you know, skipped right on past that. Like, but when Shelby says these people have clones, it's so far-fetched. They're already doing these things. These things have already been in the works. They're doing. Half of the influencers that you guys follow are not even real people. Anyway, I just want to say, I knew that this was, I knew we were heading here, but I didn't think it was just gonna like flip over so fast, like right now. We don't need a wax museum. We are straight up going to copy and paste you into the metaverse. Okay, upload. This doesn't have much to do with what I had to talk about today, but I just passed it looking for what I was looking for. So can we just send out a message to CHOPPA's 27-year-old girlfriend to never come online and involve us in their group chat again and cry over a 19-year-old boy? He came on Twitter and told us that men are supposed to cheat because they're supposed to procreate. And you stood beside that, and now you cry. I just want all the celebrities to leave us out of their group chat. Speaking of us being constantly dragged into celebrity group chats, let's talk about Kanye, Kim Ye, what, you know. So first I made this tweet about 2 weeks ago, and it had a lot of people in an uproar because I said, I love when Kanye wakes up out his slumbers. This man is the live get out. He be saying too much real stuff and people busy calling him manic, when y'all should be worried about when he's back hanging with those people, when he's, you know, busy going to war for Beyonce, things like that. You know, those are the moments when people should be questioning his mental health. But no, they like to do it when he's busy exposing that KRIS is buddies with the Clintons, that she sold her children to the corn industry and Playboy and all these things that he doesn't want for his children. And he says this often, so I just can't for the life of me figure out how people still are like, no, if Hollywood was so bad. These people in Hollywood, they'll sell things to your kids 10 times over and then try to hide their kids in a closet because they know exactly what's going on and they know what shouldn't be, you know, acceptable in your home, but they don't care. They're getting paid. So when I say that Kanye's awake from his slumbers and he goes in and out of these, you know, trances and things, I focus on the message, not the messenger. Like, we know that Kanye is constantly straddling the fence and going back and forth, but pay attention to the certain things that he's spilling here. Like, let's listen to these text messages. I don't know who this one is from, probably from Kim or, you know, somebody. It says, from my mom, please tell him to stop mentioning my name. I'm almost 67 years old and I don't always feel great and this stresses me to no end. Kanye replied and said, y'all don't have no say so over my black children and where they go to school. They will not do Playboy and tapes. Tell your Clinton friends to come get me. I'm here. So for a lot of people, they saw that and just say, oh, Kanye's being crazy. He doesn't want his kids to go to this school, so he's lashing out. No. He specifically said, my kids are going to go to school where I can watch them, not where your friends go and all your friends' kids and that whole mix. My children are not about to be groomed and raised by your group of friends. And yes, he knew what he was doing when he signed up for this. He knew what he was doing when he married a Kardashian. You guys can go watch my Kanye video on him and his mom, where I dive into how I feel about Kanye. But my kids will not do Playboy and tapes. Tell your Clinton friends to come get me. Is that not everything I'm into? Oh my God. You know, we're keeping it cute. We're keeping it cute. You guys know. He told Kylie's ex-assistant, don't let KRIS make you do Playboy like she made Kylie and Kim do. Hollywood is a giant brothel. Corn destroyed my family. I deal with the addiction. Instagram promotes it. Not gonna let it happen in Northie in Chicago. These people tell us all the time how terrible this lifestyle is and how detrimental it is to their health, but then they push it and glorify it and then keep helping the machine get more and more young artists, and they're getting younger and younger and they're giving more and more and getting less. Everybody looks so flashy, everybody looks so happy. They're not. Somebody texted him and said, thank you, I want to stop doing OnlyFans and do fashion consulting. He said, praise God. You knew that your wife was a corn star when you got with her. A lot of people like say, no, it was just illegal. We're gonna get there because yeah, we're gonna get there. He said, anybody that says I'm spiraling when I express undeniable truths is a sheep. Worry about your own kids. I'm obviously dealing with wars at the highest level of control and discrimination based on the level I'm operating at. A conductor got to turn they back and... Okay, so it's not even the highway today. Now we got helicopters flying around. A conductor got to turn they back to the audience to direct the orchestra. Ye's crazy is basic at this point. I'm just simply right. This is where Kanye loses me every time though. Y'all not finna keep discriminating on me while the organizations use me and use us all. You use it too and you use us. You're selling really, really expensive homeless clothes. Like, let's really talk about it. Like, to your own people. The same people that you're talking about and that you're saying are getting discriminated against and getting taken advantage of, you're taking advantage of them. You know that people like your music and love you as an artist. They idolize you, so they're gonna buy these clothes that you promote no matter how much you're taxing for them, and it's crazy. So when I tweeted this out and was talking about the situation, somebody retweeted it and said, you sound just as effing stupid as he does. So I shared it and said, he doesn't want his children on the cover of Playboy, doesn't want their mom's creepy 20-something-year-old now ex-boyfriend Pete Davidson to have tattoos of them, and he wants to have a say in what school they go to. Yeah, that sounds so stupid. Y'all are the problem. I understand that, you know, Kanye is Kanye and celebrities, we don't do it. This is not about idolizing anybody. This is not about giving people the benefit of, this is about what's being said clear in black and white and being able to read in between the lines and to stop being so emotional when you're being presented information because you don't like the person presenting the information or you don't like their delivery. Listen to what's being said, read what's being said. This was funny, honorable mention. One of the text messages, he replied and said, why do you think you have a say in what my kids do? Is it because you're half black? And people were confused at who he was talking about because they were like, is he talking about Kim? Is he calling Kim half black or half white or whatever he said? I think he was talking to Chloe because they all be texting each other like that family is in cahoots. Like nobody can do anything without the other ones, the sisters chiming in, the husbands, they're all like, you see he was calling on Travis and Scott and Tristan and all of them to come help him and saying he's the only one who stands up to Kris, even though they're all just sperm donors. Yeah, T. I think he was talking to Chloe. Chloe is the only half black sister. Hello? Hello? Allegedly. 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 I'm not black. I'm OJ. Okay. But yeah, so in the middle of all of this, and Kris crying about being 67 years old, here comes Ray J saying, what about my mother, Kris? You didn't care about that when you put out the tapes and you did all this. Basically confirming that she did sell her daughter into the corn industry for their family to blow up. So really quick, you guys, speaking of leaks and privacy, this video is sponsored by EXPRESSVPN. From the content that I make, it's pretty clear that I have to go to some dark parts of the internet at times for the research that I do, so it's great to have the extra protection from EXPRESSVPN for my own peace of mind. And on another note, yeah, I know your girl likes movies, so it's great when I want to watch movies or shows from another country when I log on to Netflix. EXPRESSVPN protects you from governments, advertisers, websites, and so many other things. They mask your device's unique IP address, making it much more difficult for big tech and advertisers to match your activity back to you and collect your data. EXPRESSVPN is your all-in-one VPN provider, so they only invest in premium servers, making them consistently faster than any other provider you could have had. There's also 24/7 customer support with a live chat, which means your questions will be answered within seconds and not hours. So if this sounds like something that you're interested in, make sure you click the link in my description to sign up today and you can get 3 months free. So yeah, let's get back to this video. We have Ray J filing a lawsuit against the Kardashians right now, and he showed how much money they made from it, stuff in Kim's handwriting, things that she wrote, the contract, that there were 3 tapes actually, so there's more tapes that weren't even released. Kris went on there, James Corden, I think, that show, and had the nerve to go up there and take a lie detector test and say that she had nothing to do with shopping out Kim's tape or whatever. Kris Jenner is all about the money. She does not care about her kids. They are all investments to her. She had all those kids and she needs to keep it running, and that family has to keep going forever. They are an actual coven. Let's talk dates, right? Since everybody likes to say, oh, well, Kim didn't get famous because of the tape. Her family already had money. They already had this going on. That's not what did it for them. She's a businesswoman. Even if she did get famous over that, she learned how to flip it. No. No. You release this tape, we will give your family a platform to give you a reason to stay relevant. Keeping Up with the Kardashians' first episode date, their tape came out February 21st, 2007. Their show came out October 14th, 2007. We know that these shows and these episodes are filmed months in advance. So while they're filming for the show, they're also devising tactics to release this tape and how they can profit off of it. The very first episode of Keeping Up with the Kardashians, you guys can go watch it. They were talking about Kim's butt and then brought up the tape in the very first episode. That was the hook, line, sinker of getting people to watch their show.
As her mother, I wanted to kill her. But as her manager, I knew that I had a job to do, and I really just wanted her to move past it.
It was a ritual. Like, clearly it was a business move, but it was also a ritual in the grand scheme of things. They knew what this was going to be. They had Kylie on a stripper pole. This was entertainment for them. Having your child at that time, she was like 12. I don't even know how old she was, but she was very young. This was very old Kylie, old face. This was all clearly orchestrated at the same time. Nobody can tell me any different. I knew it. And like, I was in one of my, I think it was the Met Gala video, I was saying how Kris pimps out her kids. Yeah, everybody was like, what do you mean she pimps them out? What do you mean? Having your daughters on Playboy, having your daughter release the tape, having your granddaughter wearing the beta sex kitten clothing and having them on covers of magazines looking suggestive. Like, it's a lot of stuff that goes on. And Kanye don't be with it. He really do not be with Kim doing this stuff with his kids, especially not when it comes to North. His firstborn, he's not having it. And if you know about the firstborns in the industry, there's like this whole thing, like a whole, you know, rabbit hole of that, how the parents owed like a debt, a karmic debt with the child. They over-advised them. Listen, I don't have time. I don't have the facilities, big man. So I really don't want to bring down the vibe, but we have to talk about this. I actually put this video off for a few days because I wanted more stuff to come out before I spoke on this. PNB Rock. A very unfortunate situation. It was tragic. I have very different feelings about life and after death and stuff like that that a lot of people don't. So I come off as insensitive or cold or like lacking empathy, but that's not it at all. Like I just don't view the way most people do, and that's okay. But I go into things very straightforward. I know that I need to give people time to, you know, get their bearings and mourn and do all that stuff, but Twitter wasn't letting anybody mourn. Twitter was not letting his girlfriend mourn. Twitter was not letting his family mourn. They immediately went to attacking his girlfriend and the mother of his child and saying that she set him up because she posted their location. Granted, which was stupid because even just me, I'm nobody really. I mean, I'm a little somebody, but like, I wouldn't post my location while I'm somewhere until I know that I'm gone from that place. Like, y'all are not gonna get updates until I'm already at least 20 minutes away from where I said I was posting at, or you know, if I needed to post at that moment. But usually I won't even post till the next day. You don't know what I'm doing because you don't need to know what I'm doing. Why? That's why I'm iffy with like going live and stuff too, because it's like, why do you need to know that this is happening right in this moment right now? Like, what is gonna change that for you? Like, you just need, people want this accessibility to everyone all the time, and it's very scary to me. I know that we're in the future and like but it's just, it trips me out. I get so much anxiety being live and like having people know exactly where I am at this moment, what I'm doing, what I'm thinking in that very moment. Like, it gives me anxiety. I can't lie. People were on there attacking this woman, saying that she set him up. My gut told me from jump, that's not what I saw. That's not what I got from any of that. So I went to Twitter and I said, I really need artists to stop signing with Empire. Once you get that star ring, it's a target on your head. Their artists are worth more than alive, and I've said this so many times. Yes, it's bigger than just Empire because not only their artists wear that star ring, but let's look at the track record of all the artists that Empire has that have that ring or that are in that picture, or at least something surrounding this energy. Are we just going to act like it's all a coincidence? Coincidences don't exist. I don't care. Like, I don't want to talk about that. So I shared these pictures of their artists. Even Pop Smoke, Tupac, everybody was like, Pop Smoke and Tupac weren't on Empire. I didn't say they were. I put it after the tweet where I said it's so much bigger than just Empire too, but y'all get the picture. There's a lot of other artists, but it's something about this star ring, and then there you have the 5-point star, the Freemason symbolism. It just always comes back to Freemasons. It always comes back to some type of Illuminati symbolism. Then you have all the rappers posting him saying, you were just about to be free, man. You just went independent. You were about to be a free agent. No, he was not. That was the point. That's literally, you guys are saying the point. They were never going to let him be free. You don't get to just leave and just dip. Like, there was one point, there's a thread on Twitter about everybody saying there was 2 summers. It was nothing but girls in flower filters and dog filters on Snapchat singing nothing but PNB rock songs. This man should have had more money now, like already, than what he was touching, and he wasn't seeing that because he was in a sucky deal. Then he got the means to go independent, and now he's gone. Now he's #1 on the charts after death because you're worth more than alive. People always love you when you're not here. This is gonna keep happening. People don't care. They don't care, and then they do this and they pull at your heartstrings and they have you go through all this mourning. Then there's a big energy harvest, and I'm sorry, like it's a lot. And he has an actual family and actual people who care about him in real life that are mourning this and that are affected, and y'all care about music and what maybe his girlfriend shouldn't have posted because you need somebody to blame, you need something to do. And y'all are not realizing this woman just lost the father of her child, a very young child at that. So what did she get out of that? And they're like, oh, well, she could have got money, they could have paid her off. I just don't see that. Like, me personally, I don't see that. Then she deleted her Instagram. Her friends were saying that, you know, she's not doing well, she's not taking this well. People were making fake Instagrams of her and posting fake texts and saying that she was like, it was a lot going on. And it just showed me how miserable people are. Because of course I took to the internet to talk about the symbolism of what was happening, because I felt like people were just missing that and going straight to the blame game and never blaming these labels and the lifestyle and the artists being so flashy all the time and thinking that they have this image to uphold and thinking they're so tough and untouchable when you're literally poking a bear. You don't go to the hood iced out flashing and doing all this stuff. These people are hungry, and not excusing what they did because they're wrong, but they're hungry. So you're going into the middle of the woods with starving animals swinging a piece of steak. So after all of this happens, I'm not gonna argue with anybody. Let's just wait a day. Let's see what happens. Doesn't the very next day, maybe same day, here is the news. Let's just watch it. Let's watch it together.
Confirmed a few minutes ago that he was targeted because of an Instagram post. There were actually a couple, one from the rapper himself in the back parking lot when they first got here, giving somebody enough time to get here and killed him, and then another one from his girlfriend when they were sitting at the table.
So Haley, just to clarify, Chief Moore says somebody saw that Instagram post saying that he was at Roscoe's, and then that suspect came to the restaurant because of that, looking for the jewelry specifically. Is that what they believe right now?
There's that. I want to watch this video of PNB Rock on live before. He was talking to this man and he basically warned him, telling him he needed to check in and letting him know how people in the streets was feeling about him and all of this stuff. And they laughing, they kikiing. His girlfriend even tried to take the phone at one point. He wasn't. So, and then people were like, oh, she'd be hyping him up, like all of this stuff. Like, yeah, they're both clearly like in a toxic, like, were in like a toxic Instagram kind of relationship where they think all that stuff is cute and that's love, but it's not. Like, laughing at certain situations and putting your partner in dangerous situations. He said before that guys were following them and she wanted to stop at a mall. They were still following. She didn't see the severity of the situation. People were trying to bring up that when he just recently took her phone and gave it back, that was why she set him up and all that stuff. If you even look at the comments that he left, he said, yeah, I took her phone because she's all mine. You can tell it's because she entertains the internet more than she does like her real life, not because he felt like she was trying to set him. Why would he take her to all of these events and do all that stuff the day after with her if he felt she was going to set him up? Let's be realistic. There's a lot of stuff happening here, from the labels, from black magic. There's dark energy here. There's witchcraft. We're gonna watch this video and I'm gonna let y'all decide if this seemed fishy to y'all, that this conversation happened and he just acting like it's funny, because this guy seemed very serious to me. This don't, like, people think they good everywhere and they straight, and you're going into the jungle waving a stake. Stop trying to be the toughest in the room all the time.
Hey, bro, you fried or something, bro? You smoking some coke? You still want to mention my name and shit? Like, you good, bro?
Man, I came to check up on you.
He want to be my man so bad, but we not gang, bro.
We'd never be tight, man. Like I was saying, when I pulled up to Mecca Sounds, you wasn't on shit.
Yo, it's my bed. I only came on here just to bed off you, bro. You really my bed. What's up,
Nigga,
man?
when I came to Mecca Sounds, you wasn't on shit.
You came to where?
KRIS studio, nigga.
And when you came there, what? What about it? Where the fuck I was at?
That's what niggas want to know, nigga.
Hey, y'all see this goofy ass nigga, bro? Get this man all the clout he want. All y'all on my live right now. Get this man some clout, bro. He just reaching.
This man is telling him, we was looking for you. We pulled up to where you was at. We knew where you was at. Or where you said you was at. And he's talking about join the live, come on here and give him the clout he wants. Y'all think everything is a show. Giving little, and half of your fans is little kids too. Like,
I want to be big PNB so bad, you hear me?
Nigga, I'll take your shit off your neck.
straight up just said, I'll snatch your chain off your neck.
Real talk.
Yo, I'm dead over this nigga, you hear me?
Who's the count? Where you at?
I'm in that A, man. Get with me. Get lost. Why you trying to put your glasses on? You really trying to be me, bro?
You see it?
Look at this nigga, man. This nigga is the best.
You was a character.
You my son for real, bro. You like 40.
40, nigga. I'm your age, nigga.
Oh, they back?
Yeah, they back.
All right, man.
I'm
I got
saying,
real.
though, you in LA?
No,
You see it on
I'm
the
in
side?
Atlanta, bro. I just told you, bro.
You in
Hey.
Atlanta? Spreading that shit. There's some people like in the city who need to get out on you, though.
Tell him to pull up, man.
Where you at?
In Atlanta.
Where?
Fuck, nigga, just tell him to come to the A, nigga. The fuck?
Nigga, Minnesota in Atlanta, fool.
Oh, I ain't know that.
We gonna call you back.
You
We
stupid?
don't got time for that negative energy.
All right, well, look, I'm gonna hit you on a one-on-one, so I'm gonna see you pull up on me.
You ain't gonna do shit, nigga.
All right, bro, because you're a bitch. You hear me?
Bet. I'm gonna make you eat that.
First off, shout out to that brother, man.
Bet. I'm gonna make you eat that. And this isn't to say that that's the person who did whatever to him, or like, you know, that's how that happened. But, and this is an old video, so this wasn't the day he, it just shows you how people feel. Like, you think you're good everywhere, you think everybody loves you. Everybody doesn't love you. Like, they really don't. Like, I keep sharing this so much. I've said this quote so many times, and I'm gonna put it on the screen so you guys can see it. Screenshot it, save it, put it on your mood board, put it on your mirror. When a lamb is lost in the mountain, they cry. Sometimes comes the mother, sometimes comes the wolf. Do you know what that means? Everything is not for everybody's eyes. Everybody's not happy to hear your good news. Everybody doesn't have your best interests at heart. So you're on live putting on a show for fans you think are fans, when a lot of them is plotting on you. A lot of them are keeping tabs on you. People are waiting for you to just overshare one little bit of information so they can prey on you. If you're the lamb in the mountains crying for help, you think that somebody's gonna come help you, but there's also wolves hiding in the shadows, ready to come eat you for that same cry. And that's the same with being flashy. It's the same with all of these things. With being too hungry to get into an industry, being too thirsty to fit into certain circles. People see that. They look at that and they prey on you. And you think it's a joke. Haha, no, we just joking, we just laughing. Even there were some people like, is this real? Is this just his friend? Is this his man's? Even let's say that's his man's. He noticed, dude, they go way back, they're joking. There was too much energy in that video for y'all to really be playing. Like, I don't like people who play like that. You're not gonna play with me like that. Y'all can absolutely do what you want with that information. Really quick, I want to breeze over the the 600 Breezy situation with his girlfriend Raven K. Jackson taking her own life. Something about that whole situation doesn't sit right with me. I spent a lot of time looking through tweets and just things that she was saying and just stuff that she put on social media. It wasn't making sense. It wasn't adding up. It just didn't. A few days before she went missing, because she was missing before they found her, she retweeted a video of him, and she shared a tweet of him and his baby mother, alleged baby mother of triplets, where she posted a video of him down on her, and she was posting like just very cryptic messages and just seemed like someone who wasn't just sending him messages about being so in love and worried about their feelings and all this stuff before she left. Then after her cousin came on to say that she was missing for a while and that those messages didn't seem recent, he comes back and say, this wasn't our last conversation, this was another time I had to talk off the line. So there's been multiple times you didn't have to talk this girl down. You are sharing old messages like if that was the last message, having everybody think that this was her final message, thinking that she jumped off a bridge or something. Like, what did you get out of that? And like, there's been a few TikToks here and there, but this is the first time you're really posting this girl to your page like this, like on a grand scale, and it's because of this. Like, but this is the love of your life, your wife, you can't, I wish you could have took me with you, I could have died with you. I saw straight through that. I'm sorry. And like, again, people were like, you're being insensitive, you just look. It's not clicking for me, but he gets no sympathy for me. She even shared a post that said, having a dad bod is only cute if you take care of your kids. If not, you're just fat. She shared that right before she, like, they were clearly going through something. I think she probably left him. So like, you're a deadbeat. You don't take care of your kids. You disrespect women. You don't care about nobody. I'm out. And I'm not gonna say anybody did anything, but it just doesn't, it's not adding up to me. Oh my gosh. Queen Elizabeth. Lizzie. I know a lot of people, you know, say things, they call things before they happen. Like, a lot of people were talking about Betty White's death for a long time. They were saying, oh, Betty White is still here, she's gonna die soon. But the week before it actually happened, came on to say, I have a really weird feeling about Betty White. And everybody's like, oh, well, everybody says that every year. The next week, Queen Elizabeth. I told everybody this year, this is her last year. When they came out and said that she had the germ and that she was gonna be on quarantine and all that stuff, I made a tweet. I made a post on Instagram. I said, she's gone. This is not anything you see after this, even things we saw before that, green screen, body doubles. She was not here. Nobody wanted to listen to me. Oh, you're reaching. They can't just put her in I put the green screen footage showing that they can insert her anywhere they want to and all. I was still reaching. I was still doing a lot. Queen Elizabeth, trust your guts. And not the gut that's what the internet is telling you, not reading things and trying to put pieces. What is that first initial instinct that you feel when you hear certain things. Like, and again, everybody's gut is not gonna be the same, but it's your gut for you. So I don't know about y'all, but I trust my gut, and I'm interested to see what happens now that London's bridge has come falling down. And speaking of powerful women and falling down, Megan Thee Stallion had a sit down with the Clintons. She was with Hillary and Chelsea Clinton. For what? Who knows? But basically to deflect from the whole Tory situation, because her and her label still lying about what actually went on that night. She rather fight with Kelsey on the internet and talk about how she paid her rent when Kelsey was actually the reason the hot girl was passing her classes. But everybody wants to look over that too. She had everybody talking about you can balance school and being a hot girl and being an artist and being a... Your best friend is doing your homework for you, because you can't balance that, because you weren't. You didn't have the same college experience everybody had. It's pandering. They do this to get y'all on, oh, well, I got the college girls. Oh, I got the hot girls. Oh, I got the cold girls. Oh, I got the this girl. Like, she is an Aquarius to her core, okay? She is mixy. She's going to fit in every single... And I'm not saying it's a bad thing. Like, you can be able to code switch and fit into any situation, but it's not genuine. It's just not... It doesn't come off authentic when she does things. And her sitting down with the Clintons has proved that 10 times over for me. Good. Anyway, like I said, I didn't want this to drag out too long. I can't leave you guys hanging like for like a whole month and stuff like that. Like a few, like, you know, I'm getting it together. If you saw my community post, then you know I made a Twitch. I will be streaming on Twitch. I'm not a gamer, you guys, but I will be streaming. I want us to be able to have full movie nights. Twitch has some cool features where we can do things like that together, and like I can have you guys join on Discord, and like we could just... It could be more personal. I want to give you guys content. I want to do more. It's just hard when they make my job so hard. The links are below as always. Thank you everybody so much for all the birthday love. Just all the messages that I've been receiving lately. It's like this retrograde knew exactly what I needed. I read everything. I read my DMs. I read my comments. I read my emails. I love you guys. Like, I don't know if you guys noticed, but we're about to hit 40K. I just hit 40K on Instagram. I said I was gonna go live. Why did I just do that? Do y'all watch? I don't know if y'all watch Kiyumani, her vlogs. I love her. She's on TikTok. Y'all be asking me all the time like what creators and stuff I watch because of the content that I make. I don't watch anybody who makes content like me. This is my special interest. So I read a lot of books. I do a lot of research. I do watch like documentaries and movies and stuff, but I don't watch other people's content who make content like me, because I like my content to be original. I like to know that my thoughts are my thoughts and that I'm saying things because this is how I feel in that moment, and not because I just watched somebody else say that and they kind of made me feel this way. This is Shelby. When y'all come on here, y'all getting Shelby. The creators that I watch, like, they're all like lifestyle girls and like just funny, just being themselves, just vlogging or on TikTok making jokes. Like, I don't have time for all the extra seriousness in my life. You guys should also, you know, split up your time so that... Go watch my toxic spirituality video. You know how I feel about... You need balance. That's what I'm gonna say. So enjoy the fun in life, but also, you know, stay vigilant and stay dangerous. And again, thank you to EXPRESSVPN for sponsoring this video. And this is me, you know, manifesting. Right here you see my play button right here, because I'm gonna have a plaque. So if you haven't told a friend to tell a friend to tell one of their other friends to come over here so they can be a bestie and they can know what's going on in the world and, you know, have some fun while we do it. Okay, I'm done. I love you guys. I will see you in the next video.